Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? So today I'm just gonna do like a normal playthrough of Bloonarius. I'm not gonna use any MK or farm or anything. I mean, it's gonna be like similar to what I've done before, except that this time we don't have Oben. It's only Quincy that's allowed. So it's gonna be like slightly different. I'm not gonna go for the whole 100k spare cash or anything. It's just gonna be like a normal, chill sort of gameplay. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start with Quincy over here. So about here, that's pretty good coverage. I've basically played through this before once, not recording, but I just played through it to make sure that it works. And yes, this is gonna work successfully, so you can absolutely use this as a guide if you want to. Okay, let's start putting our druids. So I'm gonna first put down the one that's gonna be my avatar of Wrath over here. So yeah, there, let's go. Alrighty, so now I'm just gonna do my usual thing of upgrading the druids to Heart of Vengeance, so one at a time. You might be wondering, by the time round 24 and 33 and all those rounds, the camo balloons, right? Once they come, Quincy is going to automatically have camo detection because that's one of his level ups. And so you might be wondering, how am I going to leak lives in order to get the Heart of Vengeance going? You will see how I do that basically in a few rounds. But yeah, basically what's going to happen is on round 42, Quincy is going to take down most of the camos, but he's not going to be able to take down all of them. So I estimate that we're going to lose about 100 to 120 lives there, have about 30 left. And yeah, that is going to be more than enough for the Heart of Vengeance. Oh crap, I just realized we need to put down a alchemist right now. This is gonna be be a permabrew later on, but right now I'm just putting it down for lead balloons. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so all druids are up to what's it called? Yeah, Druid of Wrath. I'm gonna put down a village now because I'm gonna want all of my druids to basically have jungle drums for the boss. I'm not sure if that's like absolutely necessary, but I think it just makes me feel much safer, I guess. So again, we don't need the radar scanner right now. We're gonna get that like a few rounds later, like after the first boss. So you might be wondering, because you've not got the Heart of Vengeance going yet, you've not lost the lives yet, how on earth are we going to deal with all the ceramics that come from Bloonarius? So yeah, here is my strategy, and this works pretty well, by the way. So I'm going to put an ice monkey over here, and this is going to go up to icicles basically. So I'll get the cryo cannon first with the enhanced fees for the higher attack speed. Yeah, let's go. Okay, yeah, got the enhanced fees. I'm basically going to get this guy up to icicles. I wouldn't say I'm an expert on the difference between cryo cannon and icicles in terms of how effective one is relative to the other, but from what I've seen, I think I get the feeling that icicles just has much more effective pierce because of what the icicles do. So we got them now, and yeah, I should set this on strong, that's for sure. The other nice thing is that because these druids are not up to Heart of Vengeance, they did not take down the Bloonarius to the first call too fast, so they basically gave me time to save up for icicles, which was pretty important. So I'm also going to get this guy to Berserker Brew as soon as possible. Camo balloons are going through. We should leak some of these camo balloons, that's for sure. That's how we're going to get the Heart of Vengeance going. Okay, I need to watch carefully here. Might need to reset if I need to. Okay, oh, 4. Whoa, okay, fine, 4 lives. Okay, yes, what if I just use level 1? Okay, nice, we covered those balloons, good. Yeah, so the Heart of Vengeance is going now. That was close. Let's get the Berserker Brew, that's going to be really good. I would say, yeah, that first wave of ceramics, it was kind of a close shave. There's probably a little bit of RNG there. It wasn't that close, in the first time I played this round, although I'm not like, just saying this to define myself. I'm just, warning you that in case you plan to use this as a guide, there could be a little bit of RNG there, but then you have Quincy level 1 as a way of playing safe, which actually not quite. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I got the Berserker Brew. Yeah, I should get the faster throwing. Let's see how that goes. I think that's gonna be pretty important. I want to see how this is doing. So it's on strong. Yes, it's on strong. We have a lot of pinks charging through. but can we deal with them? Come on. I believe we got it this time. Yes, nice, yeah. Final wave of ceramics, and we also have Quincy level 1 coming up. Sorry, level 3. So... Oh, I should also get Raider Scanner. Yes, yeah, we have camos coming in. I think, yeah, at this point we should have all of our druids with camo detection. But anyways, we are clear through the first Bloonarius, and yeah, I'm going to continue my usual strategy. Alrighty, so basically what I've done is it's round 58, and I've basically gotten all of my druids to pop less, okay? And I've gotten this guy to stronger stimulant. So this technically is enough for tier 2 Bloonarius, except that when I played this through the first time around, it was actually pretty close. I mean, you know, the Bloonarius died, I would say kind of late, you know, a little too close for comfort. So I've decided that I'm going to do this in order to make tier 2 just a little bit easier to finish up. So I'm going to place another alchemist over here, alright? And I'm going to get this guy to stronger stimulant. This is just going to make the tier 2 Bloonarius like just easier to take down. It's going to be less of a nail biter, especially since we have only 4 lives left. So alright, let's see how we deal with these ceramics. So we're going to have like, I think, about double the ceramics, you know, we get from the first Bloonarius. So let's see how this goes. I think it's going to be fine though, because especially because I've gotten a second stronger stimulant. So whoa, wow, that was easy. Yeah. Oh wow, Bloonarius is already down to halfway. So yeah, I believe the rest of this battle is gonna be cheesy peasy. Guys, one important thing over here. So we're about to get the last wave of ceramics. For the last wave, we actually need to use the Storm of Arrows at the end, because I don't have footage of this, but I actually died once by accident and I had to reset to round 60, you know, spend a little bit of money. So I'll use level 1 also just to be safe, but yeah, Storm of Arrows, that should take care of it. Yeah, it's good. Alrighty guys, so I've basically just been cruising along now, you know, it's round 79, I've not really bought anything. And it actually turns out I have enough for Avatar of Wrath, so we're just gonna grab it right now and see how quickly that third tier goes down. Yeah, as expected, this thing is absolutely melting away. It's an absolute, what does SJB like to say, a non-issue for us? Yeah, I like that. Next, what we need, like, you know, straight ahead is a MIB, and this is gonna be, you know, for round 90, 93, 95. Yeah, one of the things you're gonna notice, you know, doing this strategy, you know, especially if you're using, you know, Quincy like over here, is if you're used to, you know, a typical Oban plus Druids kind of strategy, then you're used to the Druids and especially the Avatar of Wrath having this incredible Pierce, right? You know, because of the Pierce buff that Oban gives. That, you know, for instance, I mean, when the 4th tier Bloonarius spawns like, you know, 10 ZOMGs, typically the Avatar of Wrath can just, you know, shred them in like 1 or 2 seconds, like, you know. That's how good the Pierce is. But then in this case, you know, we don't have Oban, and that's why we had a little bit of trouble earlier, you know, with some of the ceramics and that stuff. It's only because we don't have Oban this time, and so the Druids don't quite have the Pierce that they usually have. But it's still not going to be an issue in the sense if we can, you know, stall out to, if we can, you know, survive until we get permabrew, right? And once we get the permabrew, it's going to be a non-issue in the sense the Pierce total is not going to be the same, quite the same as what you have when you have Oban. But once you get permabrew, it's going to get pretty close, you know, to the point where, yeah, it's almost the same, I guess, actually. So, okay, let's get it right now. I actually didn't realize, you know, I didn't realize that we're going to have enough for permabrew by, you know, literally just round 96. I thought, you know, based on my memory that, you know, we only get it like just in time for the 4th boss or something, and, you know, you have to beat 96, 98, you know, without permabrew. But I guess I'm losing my marbles there. So we're gonna go for a couple overclocks, you know, just place them wherever, I guess somewhere. And yeah, once we get the overclocks, we probably will not need them much for 101 to 120. In fact, you know, maybe not at all. But yeah, just so you know, like, you know, for the 5th tier Bloonarius, we're gonna take it down fairly easily. But we're gonna need to keep this guy on constant overclock for that. So you can use tech bots if you want, although I don't feel the need in the sense I think it's like fairly easy, you know, to just keep 2 overclocks going on 1 tower at the same time. But yeah, if you really want to, there's nothing wrong with using a couple of tech pots. Yeah, so ZOMGs and stuff are being shredded, like no problem whatsoever. If you want to be absolutely safe, and maybe I will for the 3rd wave of ZOMGs, I will use the overclock. Although it's really not like absolutely necessary, I think. Yeah, I believe after that I'm basically gonna get a call to arms, because now that I've gotten a MIB, call to arms is gonna be nice. Not only because of the increased attack speed, but then also because of the increased pierce. Which, I think when in a situation where you don't have Oben, and you have, close to the amount of pierce that you would have with Oben, but again, not quite, right? I think it's going to be nice to get that benefit from Call to Arms. So, okay, so we're getting Call to Arms now. Just a couple tips here. So, whenever you feel like it's getting a little intense, rounds like, say 111 with all those ZOMGs and, maybe some of those DDT rounds, if you ever feel like it's, getting out of control, just use an overclock or, use a Call to Arms or something. You don't need to spam those abilities right now, like, until around 120. But just, keep them ready to go. You use them whenever you feel like they're needed. Okay, final boss is coming soon. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start overclocking and start the Call to Arms the instant the final boss appears. Not that the battle is going to be super close or anything, but again, just to be safe. So I will start with that. What I'm also going to do towards the end is place down a perma-spike towards the end of the map. Like, maybe around here, so that it's also in range of the village and the perma-brew. But yeah, like, somewhere around here, which is like kind of close to the end of the map. Okay, start the overclock. Let's go. So I'll also use the Call to Arms. Overclock is about halfway now, yeah. So let's start the 2nd overclock right now. And now basically all we have to do is whenever the ability is up again, we just spam it on the Avatar of Wrath. That's all we have to do. And yes, the Avatar of Wrath will have permanent overclock now. Also, yeah, just spam this guy, Call to Arms. I can place down my perma-spike now itself. So yeah, that should be good. Is it in range? Yeah, it should be here, yes. Okay, so I don't think it's necessary to set this druid on strong or anything for Bloonarius. I mean, he's pretty much attacking Bloonarius like all the time, so that's okay. But yeah, because this guy is under permanent brew, we don't need to get the top path. Instead, we can go for the middle path. And yeah, we'll get deadly spikes right now, but we'll get the perma spike later. Okay, last bad has spawned, yeah. So I'll just keep the overclock going. Are we? Yeah, we're good. Even if DDTs were getting to the end of the track, I think, even tier 4 deadly spike is actually enough to deal with at least a few DDTs, if not a whole ton of them, right? So, aha, nice. 129. Yeah, let's get it. Why not? And yeah, for the win. Call to Arms. And GG, we did it, yes. I wonder if it's ever happened that, someone has, beaten the Bloonarius tier 5, but then they've lost to the remaining balloons on the screen. I mean, imagine, how absolutely depressing and enraging that would be. But anyways, we did it. We did this pretty easily. I really enjoyed doing this, because I'm so, used to doing all of these, 100k spare cash videos where it is obviously, nice to have 100 plus spare cash left, but then it got kind of, tiring and I guess, even monotonous to, do the exact same strategy every single time. So I'm glad that I basically did not do that, just for like, a change up, I guess. And not to say that, this was a joke. I mean, there were a couple, I guess, hard moments, with Quincy because we don't have Oben, for the druids, but still, I enjoyed this quite a lot. Tell me what you thought of this as a guide. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.